Hello, viewers. Welcome again to our YouTube channel. This is a channel that motivates all of us to be able to achieve our dreams. It will also enable us to be able to reach our goals and therefore, by extension, lead a very happy life. If you are new to this channel, ensure you hit the subscribe button below so that you can subscribe and you will always be the first to get any motivation video we post in this channel. Welcome. Today I want us to look at why we fail to achieve our dreams or whatever we do every day in our working life. We all know that if it is in our marriage, in our professional life, or business, or the life in general, there is a lot that we do every day, but we don't achieve 100% as we would like. And we normally ask ourselves, what could be the reason why some achieve a lot in life while others don't? Actually, majority fail to achieve what they target. Also, we need also to know one thing that we can agree on. Life in general is not a straight line. It has got ups and it has got its own downs. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you fail. Actually, majority of our time, we are always not succeeding in whatever we want to achieve in life. The other thing that probably we might agree to disagree is that all of us were born because of a reason. We were born because there is a certain purpose we came to do in this planet Earth. But in most cases, we don't achieve that purpose. We are born. Those who are lucky go through the education system, and few reach the university level. Once we reach that level, university level, we move out, look for employment, and we get employed. Others go to college, finish, look for a job, get employed, and start working. Others who are not lucky enough don't go to college and don't go to university level of education. So they try other things. May it be farming, business, small businesses, the Juakali type of businesses, and they start working in their adult life. Come 60 years later, or at the time of retirement, many retire when they are dissatisfied. Many retire with a lot of regrets. They go through a lot of stress after that. And once they go through a lot of stress, they die. Actually, an early death. And we ask ourselves, what could be the reason why this happened? Of course, the reason for dying is because of regrets, regrets, regrets. Regrets that they never achieved what they are feeling they should have achieved when they were active living. That is probably between 25 years to probably 55 years, when all of us are very active. And The reason or question that we need to ask ourselves is, why do we fail to achieve our dream when we are energized and active? That part of life that we have the energy, that part of life, for example, 25 years to 50, why are we not able to achieve our dreams? That purpose that God sent us to achieve in this planet Earth. Number one major reason why we don't achieve our purpose, why we don't achieve our dreams, why we don't realize our gifts or talents that we come with to this planet Earth is we wait for the perfect time in order to implement or operationalize our dreams. We are always waiting for the perfect time to start implementing our dreams. And this one reminds me, sometimes we can wait for a perfect time to do something that if we were wise enough, we could do it today. Take, for example, I had a friend in class 8 who was very bright mind. This friend of mine was always number one, number two, number three. And when we did KCP, he passed very well. Unfortunately, we went to separate secondary school. But towards the end of class 8, he started a habit of smoking. And when he went to secondary school, he graduated to the level of even smoking bang, cannabis sativa. Unfortunately, when we got to know his behavior of smoking bang, we tried many times to advise him to stop. But he kept promising that he will stop simply because it is as if he was waiting for a perfect time to stop. A time that will come and he will now feel like this is the right time to stop. And he kept postponing. Fortunately, he was able to finish university education because he finished secondary school, passed, though not very well, got some career that he went to do in university level, had to spend more time because he rewinded when he was that year, but eventually he graduated. But he never left the habit of smoking bang. By the time he finished Form 4 and went to university, he had already been addicted to the drug. Guess what happened? This friend of mine was coming from a single parent family. But when he got out and got employed as a teacher, temporary teacher, somewhere in one of the schools, eventually he died because of drug issue, drug addiction. A very promising young man. That is a habit that he kept postponing and promising that he will leave that habit. But he was not bold enough to say that this was the right time to stop. We also have our dreams, things that we keep waiting for the perfect time in order to start. It could be a business that you want to start, something you are passionate about. It could be wanting to work on your marriage. wanting to go and see a counselor in your marriage that is not working. But you keep postponing, to an extent that by the time you are going, it is too late. By the time you are going, you are under depression because you have kept postponing and waiting for the right time to come so that you can implement what you want to implement. It could be a talent that is God given. You want to start, like athletes. You promise yourself that you'll train, you'll be serious with training, even when you go to train, you're not serious. You train one day, the following day you're not training, so you don't perfect your talent. You keep postponing, waiting for the right time to perfect it. Eventually you realize you are too old to become a good athlete, an international athlete. And when you are too old, that talent goes away. Research has shown that if you are talented in a certain area, those people who start when they are very young succeed beyond their wildest dream. Take, for example, in football, we know international footballers who are paid very, very expensively, get huge salaries, like Messi, Ronaldo. If you follow their life history, they started when they were not even 10 years. Messi started when he was around 5 years, 6 years, and the same to Ronaldo. And though they were talented, they kept training, and perfecting their skills and talent, eventually becoming international footballers. Another example is somebody like Tiger Woods, who is a well-known golfer. He plays golf, but when you go back to the time he actually started when he was 4 years. And his parents took care to make sure that he continued on and on until he became a perfect person in that field. Another example is somebody like Lewis Hamilton, Formula One racer. He started practicing and training when he was very young, a small boy, and he inculcated interest in that field. And eventually, he's now an international renowned Formula One racer who wins every year when they compete. Number two, another reason why we never achieve our dreams or we never realize our gifts is fear. We live in fear. What do I mean by that? Most of us have been socialized that you are not ready to start doing something, and if you have to do something that you have never done, you have to do it and succeed. So in ourselves, we live with this fear of failure. Others live with fear of success. What do I mean by that? We are embarrassed when we try something new and we fail. And that is how the society has taught us that when you try something new that you have never done before, You have to do it and win or succeed. If you don't, you are termed as a loser. And out of that, you end up feeling inferior. You are embarrassed because you have failed. And because of that, when you want to try something new, many people back off and they can't try because they feel that if they don't achieve it, the society will judge them harshly and they will eventually be looked upon as useless people, failure, and that one will affect them psychologically because they will see themselves as very, very useless people. So, because of that, many people don't want to try anything new. Sometimes I look at the word failure as an acronym that means false evidence appearing real. False evidence, because fear is actually false evidence appearing real. And for those who don't like moving out of their comfort zone to do something new and realize their dreams, realize their purpose, they normally take fear to mean forgetting everything and running away. Forget everything and run, meaning they forget everything and run away. They run away from their dreams and eventually they don't achieve. But for the successful people, they normally take fear to mean forgetting everything and rising up. Meaning, when they fail on something, that fear does not keep them down. They rise up and continue with the journey. And actually, this is what I can say. Fear of failure or failure is supposed to be taken as an experiment. Before you try something and succeed, you have to put in your mind that you will fail many times because trying something is experimenting something. So if it is your dream, it is not a guarantee that when you realize your interest, where you are good at, and start living that or starting practicing that, start training on that area that you are passionate about. It is not a guarantee that the first time you try, you will succeed. Very likely you will fail. But that one is not supposed to make you give up. It is supposed to act as an experiment. You try again and again and again. Eventually, you will succeed in that area. And that is the area you're gifted. That is the area you're talented. That is the area that you have talent in. And when you succeed, then from that time onwards, you will be a happy person. Number three, people fail to achieve their dreams because of excuses, giving excuses, shifting blame. Many people will always not own up whenever they try something or whenever they are not doing the right thing, whenever they are not living their dream, whenever they are not realizing whenever they are not pursuing their dream. They will give you excuses of why they are not after their dreams or why they are not running after their dreams. Many will tell you they are busy with other things. Others will tell you they are waiting to get resources to start, if it is a business, if it is a sport that they are talented in. They will give excuses why They don't have the equipment. On and on, on and on. If it is a teacher, they will tell you, don't have enough books, I don't have many reference material to use so that I can do better in my subjects. They will tell you many reasons, shifting blame to others. Sometimes somebody said that excuses sounds better to the people that make them. Sometimes excuses can be taken as lies. And that person said lies sounds better to the people that makes them. And when somebody lies over and over and over about an issue, it comes a time when they believe their own lies. And they believe those lies that they are making are the truth. So excuses comes because people want to remain in their comfort zone. They want to remain in their comfort zone. And because they are used to that comfort zone, they keep making them. Number 4, the other reason why we fail to achieve our dreams is because of our friends. Many of us do not realize our dreams because the type of friends we have are what we refer to as toxic people. People who are in our circle or people we call friends and they are very close and we share a lot together. But they are toxic people. Why? Because these are people who keeps us down. They don't propel us. They don't make us grow in our profession. These are the people who will show you how impossible it is to achieve your dream. They will give you very convincing reasons why what you want to run after in terms of your gift, talent, and dreams. They will give you many reasons to show you why you will fail in that area you want to achieve it. There is a saying, or somebody once said, that a one-eyed person is a king when he's in a group of blind people. So you could be in a group of blind people who are not seeing very far. And because you are a one-eyed person in that group, then the group members worship you as a king. Meaning, you are in a group where you are slightly better than your colleagues. And since now they are treating you as a king, worshiping you, showing you as a person who is well appreciated, you remain with them and you make them to be your best friends. You can't think or have a reason of why you should move out of that group. But it is very important that you know that friends that comes into our life because of a reason. We have friends that are in our lives because of a reason, as well as they come to our circle for a season. What does that one mean? It means friends are not supposed to be permanent. People who you socialize with may not be permanent. We have some that are supposed to stay with you for a season. And when the season is over, you move away from them and look for other friends. If you had friends in primary school, you went to secondary school, and some of them dropped at the level of primary school and they never went to secondary. By the time you finish Form 4, you could not go back and socialize with them because you said they are not of your level. Those who were not able to join university and you went to university level and joined university level, Very likely those you left in secondary school level and they never continued, or they dropped, even they never did the Form 4 exam. You cannot again and go and say they were still your friends and start doing everything together, because you may not reason the same way or the same level, because you have gone to university and you have finalized your education at that level. So some friends are there for a season, and when the season is over, you cannot carry them over to the next season, because they will not be able to help you. Remember, if you want to succeed in whatever you are doing, may it be a talented area you are pursuing, a gift, or it is your dream, you have to find friends who are above you in terms of area of specialization. This is because anybody you choose to be a friend and is above you can become a very good mentor. If you don't choose somebody better than you, and you choose somebody that you are better than them, then those ones will be pulling you down to their level. But if you choose somebody to be a friend that is above you in terms of maybe better marriage, in terms of your profession, if you are a teacher, another teacher doing very well in their subject area, if you are a leader, like a manager, like a principal of a school, you choose somebody who is a leader or a principal of a better school, a larger school that is doing better than you, that person will be able to pull you up. You will be able to learn from that person. You will be able to know the strategies that person is using to succeed in that area you are interested in. And when you discover that, then you can be in a position to better yourself in your area of specialization. Number 5, and the last one, we don't achieve our dreams, or we fail to achieve our dreams because of not fighting long enough. Sometimes we try things, or we endeavor to invest our time in something, but we don't follow that dream. We don't give it enough time to achieve. Many of us are of the opinion that, or we have false expectation that when you are pursuing something, you imagine that it will give you instant results of success. Some of the things that we are supposed to achieve are supposed to be long term. For the success to come, you have to invest a lot of time before you see any success. And I want to give an example of a Kenyan bank called Equity. Equity started in a very humble beginning level, 1984, in a small town called Kangema in Moranga. Actually, it started as a building finance circle in a small office. And the members had a dream and a strategy, and they kept investing good ideas and working on it. Today, more than around 25 years since it started, Equity Bank is rated as #1 in Africa. It doesn't mean along the way they never had obstacles. There must have been many failures along the way, but they never gave up. They gave their all. They were able to fight the failures along the way. They stood still and fought. They were very tough. And after persistence for many years, they can now be able to reap the fruits. Thank you very much.